Today we're going to be talking about laser cutting. We won't be delving into making a sketch in SOLIDWORKS or Fusion 360 for this demo, but I will show you how to use websites like MakerCase.com and import an existing design to be cut. Here on MakerCase, we can very easily design a box that is quick and sturdy. We'll change the dimensions to millimeters because that's what our material thickness is in. We know that we want our box to be 70 by 55 by about 40, so we'll size our box to that, and then tell MakerCase that these are the inside dimensions. Then we'll need to set a custom material thickness for the plywood we'll be using. We'll set this to 5 millimeters. Finally, so that the box fits together, we'll set the edge joints to finger and leave the tab width at its default. Now we can click Generate Laser Cutter Plans and download our plans. Here in Adobe Illustrator or any other vector design software, we're going to start by opening a new document, setting the units to inches, and the document size to 24 by 12. This matches the operating area of our laser cutter. Next, we will import the file generated by MakerCase. With this imported, we can copy it into our document and drag it around to position it on our material. If you had existing cuts in your material, this is where you can measure around them to make sure that all your pieces come out complete. I also like to add a little circle tab cutout to easily check how the material is cutting. The less you have to touch your material, the better, so it doesn't get misaligned once it's on the laser cutter. Now we can highlight all our vector cuts and change the stroke width to 0.002. This tells the laser cutting software that these are cuts and not things that we want to engrave onto the wood. Now we click File, Print, and then Setup in the bottom left-hand corner, and then Preferences to get into the laser cutting software. Since we are vector cutting in this file, we want to select that radio button. Then we can go into the cutting settings. For this material, we set the speed to 10%, the power to 100%, and the frequency to 500. There's a table of common materials and their associated settings on the wall near the laser cutter. We also want to change the material dimensions to match the document, 24 by 12 inches. Now click OK, Print. If you notice that the print view does not completely update, click Setup, Preferences, OK, and Print, and it should be updated. Now we can click Print to send our instructions to the laser cutter. Once the laser cutter is turned on the air assist. Now we align our material in the top left corner. Now we click the focus button on the panel to begin to focus the laser cutter. Using the up and down arrows on the panel, we jog the workbed up and down so that the focus assister is just barely nudged upwards. This ensures that we have good focus throughout the entire material. Remove the assist, close the top, and we're good to go. Now we press Job. The most recent job will appear, and then press the green button to begin the cut. If the laser doesn't begin cutting immediately, don't worry. Just stop the job, reset, and begin the job again. For our 5mm plywood, it will take a couple passes for the material to be cut completely. Just click Go once one pass is completed to start the next pass. Always keep an eye on your materials while you're laser cutting them to make sure that there are no issues while the cut is in progress. You see the little tab that we've created start to drop out. You know our pieces are fully ready to go. If you don't have any cuts that go all the way through, you can take a utility knife to cut the rest of the way. Now we can begin to assemble our box and use glue if needed. The parts should fit together snugly. Thank you and good luck using the laser cutter.